بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والعاقبة للمتقين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء وإمام المرسلين سيدنا ومولانا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu, and welcome to this continued reading of Contemplating the Quran, a thematic commentary on the 30 ajza, or the 30 parts of the Holy Quran. Welcome to all of you, and I would ask all of you to read a small Fatiha or dedicate the reward of some of your actions to the blessed daughter of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Sayyidah Fatima al-Zahra, who passed away who made her wisal from this world on the 3rd of Ramadan. She was beloved of her father, and she is beloved to all of us, as well as all of the Ahlul Bayt of the Prophet ﷺ and his companions. Khair. So, the theme of the fourth part of the Quran is raising a goodly community. And this encompasses the end of Surah Al-Imran and the beginning of Surah An-Nisa. There is no doubt that shouldering the responsibility for da'wah, guidance and instruction is one of the foundations of the goodness of this Muhammadan community, which has been neglected, if not abandoned, by the people of the book. Undertaking and fulfilling this responsibility requires a long process of training in which egos are melted and souls are purified. This part thus begins with a reproach to the people of the book for abandoning the path of da'wah and turning away from the facilitation of guidance and goodness to hindering and driving others away. Allah pointedly admonishes them, "O people of the book, why do you disbelieve in the revelations of Allah? And, O people of the book, why do you turn away believers from the way of Allah?" He warns the believers about the outcome of imitating them in that abominable way, a path that inflames mutual hatred and ignites the flames of division. He then outlines for them a means of salvation and deliverance, and presents the principles of success for this ummah. Firstly, holding fast to the rope of Allah and supporting one another towards truth without animosity towards those who enjoin good and forbid evil. That's verse 103. Secondly, producing callers to good in every society and ensuring that the responsibility of commanding to good and forbidding evil is fulfilled with due wisdom and beautiful admonition by those who are qualified to do so, understanding that it is this that determines one's distinction. That's verses 104, 110 and 114. Thirdly, shedding light on the blessed outcome of holding on to the rope of Allah and love for Him by alluding to the Muslims' success and victory at Badr, despite the paucity of their number and scarcity of their means. This is contrasted with Uhud, explaining that division and contravening the chain of command is the cause of failure. Nonetheless, this community that calls to good should not succumb to failure, but rather examine the causes of its failure and avoid repeating its mistakes. They should persevere at times of calamity and learn how to transform their failure into a springboard to success. So they should neither weaken nor halt, for all of this was in the way of Allah. Rather, they should seek forgiveness from and refuge in God. Did the Prophet ﷺ not address his finger, saying, "You are naught but a finger that bled. What you suffered was but in the way of Allah"? That's in Sahih Bukhari. And that's covered in verses 140, 142, 146 and 147. Fifthly, a warning against disobedience and discord is repeated, along with an emphasis of its relationship with failure and disunity. It's verse 152. An admonition to those who tarry and hang back from the fray, but do not hesitate to criticize their brethren, despite not sharing their task or offering useful advice. And that's verse 168, and something that we really all should take cognizance of. There are many people who are trying to do good. And there are others who perhaps aren't trying as hard, but are armchair critics, or these days social media critics, who are very quick to offer criticism, but less quick to offer assistance and help. If you can, do good. Call to goodness and call to guidance in whatever way that you are able to do, in whatever way Allah has given you the gifts to do. If you're not able to, for whatever reason, then try not to criticize. Try to see the good in what others do, and try to offer them encouragement, and if they need advice, then give them that advice in a gentle way. This is the way to encourage people to goodness and to become part of that goodness yourself. Okay, to continue. Despite demonstrating the importance of hardships in training the soul, whilst highlighting the plight of those who have valid excuses, that the resolute ones might be gentle with them, for determination and mercy are bedfellows. And lastly, a confirmation that there indeed remain righteous exemplars from the people of the book, those who enjoin to good and forbid evil, and whose natures have not been corrupted. They are not all the same, says Allah in verse 113. Indeed, there are people of the book who believe in God, 199. Given that human beings are by nature male and female, and that the parts of Al-Baqarah and Ali Imran are devoted to the matter of Adam and protecting the beliefs of his progeny, Chapter An-Nisa proceeds then with an exposition of some of their rights, those connected to men and women, and some legal matters related to inheritance and wills, that naturally arise in the course of educating the Ummah and protecting it from filial impiety through omission of rights. So on that we finish inshallah today. But the lesson to take away perhaps from this third juz of the Quran, or rather I should say fourth juz of the Quran that will be being read today in the Taraweeh prayers, which you hopefully will read over the next day, is that part of our responsibility and our purpose on this earth is not just to walk ourselves the path to salvation, but to help others along it as well. Helping others along it entails difficulty, entails hardship. It is a jihad. And it is something that we feel in our hearts. And we feel it in our successes, and we feel it in our failures. Our failures need to become springboards for success. They need to become lessons that we learn. Don't become disheartened if things don't go your way. Don't lose hope, because nothing is lost that you do for Allah. Inna Allah la nudi'u ajra al-muhsinin. Allah will never let the reward of those who do good to be lost. With that, inshallah, I leave you. May Allah make us the people of this blessed community of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, those who walk to the truth and walk towards goodness, and who help others to walk towards the truth and to walk towards goodness. Jazakumullah khair. Sallallahu ala Sayyidina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Bi rahmatika ya arhamar rahimin. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.